Hello Year 9 and welcome back to your music lessons. This is lesson 7. This lesson will be on chords. Before we get into the lesson, as usual, if you're looking for any of the previous videos on these lessons, they can be found on YouTube. I have put a URL in the top box of this slide. If you copy and paste that, it will lead you to a playlist, and on that playlist you will find all of the previous music video lessons we have been working on. Please make sure that you complete previous lessons if not done. An understanding from previous lessons is required to effectively complete this lesson and lessons in the future. So please make sure you go back and watch any that you have not. For today's lesson objective is to understand what a chord is, how it is used, and how it is created. So in the red box on the left, at the least today, you should be able to identify and describe a chord. Once you're able to do that, in the yellow box in the middle, you should be able to identify where chords are used in a piece of music. And then once you've done that, the green box on the right, you should be able to label a variety of chords and work out the 3 specific notes that create each chord. So we'll get more into that as we get further into the lesson. Sounds confusing, but it's not as confusing as you may think. So, chords. Chords are 3 or more notes played at the same time. So you can see from the pictures here, when you play a number of notes at the same time, you are playing a chord. So for example, on a piano, if you play with the picture on the left here, if you play C, E, and G, and you play all 3 of those notes at the same time, you are playing a chord. We call that a C chord. So chords, 3 or more notes played at the same time. We are going to be looking into more notes that are played where you play 3 notes and what we call them and how we work them out. What they are for, they are used to add texture and backing to a song. So for task 1, I'd like you to watch All Fired Up by Matt Corby. Once you've done this, I'd like to write down the instrument that is playing the chords and what it adds to the song. So what does the idea of adding these chords and this instrument playing these chords, how does it add to the song? And if you're able to do that, can you also have a go at, can you name the instrument that is used for the melody of the song as well? So that is task 1. Once you complete task 1, we move to task 2. Task 2 is chords on the piano. So for task 2, on each piano, I'd like you to label the 3 that are used to create that particular chord. I have done chord 1, which is F major, for you. So each chord has a different name because each chord has a different set of notes in it, 3 different notes in it. So for example, an F major chord, as you can see here, with the 3 blue highlighted notes, it has the notes of F, A, and C. So if you played F, A, and C all at the same time, you would play an F major chord. So that's question 1. Then question 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, there are 3 highlighted blue notes on each of the keyboards. So I'd like to work out what those 3 notes are for each of those chords. So you'd write for question 2, C major, and then I'd like to write what are the 3 notes that make the C major chord. And then you have the diagram at the bottom right to help you work out the notes. So please complete tasks 1 and 2 and make sure to upload them to class charts. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you are well.